So this was my first time in Amsterdam, and honestly, I was really impressed. The city just feels so unique. Wherever you turn, it's either a canal or a really beautiful street. Actually, during our canal tour, we learned some really fascinating things about the Dutch way of life, including the fact that the Dutch as people tend not to show off their wealth or stand out too much, which is why all the canal houses look quite similar from the outside. And I started to feel the same way about restaurants here. Nothing screams for attention, but once you step inside, you realise how special they are. Amsterdam is known for its street food, things like fries piled high with sauces, late night fast food spots, and little kiosks serving herring or croquettes. A lot of it ties into the city's laid-back culture where smoking is legal, so there's always plenty of quick, satisfying food around. But the food scene goes way beyond that. Amsterdam has a really well-rounded food scene, from casual street food to independent wine bars, creative fine dining, and a lot of international influence. At the same time, there's a long-standing cafe and pastry culture. The Dutch have always valued that tradition, where cafes aren't just for a quick drink, but places to socialise, to read, or just watch the world go by. Bakeries are also a big part of daily life, with specialties like the Dutch apple pie and of course the stroopwafel, all sitting alongside the modern matcha lattes and croissants you'll see everywhere today. We'll start with the wine bars, because recently me and Danny have really gotten into natural wine, especially orange wine. And Amsterdam had just so many great spots. One we really liked was Glou Glou Wine Bar, which had a cosy, relaxed atmosphere. They serve really nice fresh dishes too, like seasonal veg, and that classic combo of whipped butter with sourdough bread straight out of the oven. Another one we really loved was run by a British woman who moved to Amsterdam over 20 years ago. It was called Ferment Wine Coffee. Next up, fries. You can't go to Amsterdam without trying them. We went to Fabel Friet, and the Parmesan and truffle mayo was unreal. Just a warning though, they're super filling. We thought we'd grab them as a snack before dinner, but we ended up being absolutely stuffed and going home. Then there's the cafe culture. Amsterdam is packed with cafes that are open all day, and they all have this perfect balance of cozy interiors and sunny outdoor seating. One that we really liked was Grames. They had amazing pastries, and I got this pistachio escargot, basically like a twisted pastry, panna raisin, but with pistachio. The coffee and the matcha was great, and it's just the kind of place that you could happily spend a slow morning. Another cafe I really liked was Wild and the Moon. I actually tried my first ever acai bowl there. Apparently acai is full of antioxidants and is really good for you. The place itself was really gorgeous, with big stained glass windows and seating right along the canal. They do these huge smoothie bowls and porridges, all really fresh and very colourful ingredients. Plus their smoothies and coffees were really good as well. And then bagels. For some reason, Amsterdam is obsessed with bagels. There are bagel shops everywhere. We just went to a classic chain called Bagels and Beans, but it was delicious. I had salmon and avocado, and Danny had horseradish with cream cheese and chives. Super simple, but really well done. And what's nice is that alongside all that food, Amsterdam is also full of green spaces and parks. There's so many beautiful areas to wander through and just enjoy nature in the middle of the city. Moving on to dinners. One place we loved was Mussels and Gin. As the name suggests, they serve mussels, a big bucket of them, alongside lots of different gins. We went for the Nduja mussels with a spicy tomato base, and the Rockefeller ones with cheese and onion. The flavours are strong, so we were glad that we shared two different ones, but the whole vibe was really easygoing and relaxed, with really friendly staff, and we really enjoyed this dinner. Another great dinner spot was cafe, and I'm going to butcher this, Binnenvisser. It's technically a wine bar, but the menu changes seasonally, and they do really creative small plates. We went for the 5-course menu, of course with an orange wine, and it included everything from beautiful leek dish to burrata with sun-dried tomatoes, a chicken dish, and then for dessert we had this amazing peach pastry with clotted cream and this Japanese style ice cream. It's a bit of a hipster spot and it's pretty loud inside, but we really liked it. And then there was Sink. This one's a little pricier but worth it. We had oysters, croquettes, and some dishes where we actually had to Google the cuts of meat, which I love. It makes eating out feel a bit more adventurous, and the whole place is really cozy and very atmospheric. Finally, stroopwafels. You cannot leave Amsterdam without trying one here. We went to Hans Eggstorf and it was the first time I've had one made in front of me, and I was quite shocked at how much better it is than the dry packaged ones. The caramel is still warm and gooey and you get to watch them make it right by the window. I honestly could have had one every single night. So yeah, Amsterdam really surprised us. By the end of the trip I was half convinced that I could move there. The people were so friendly, everyone spoke English really well, the food and the wine was amazing, and the whole city just feels beautiful without trying too hard. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to give us a like and subscribe if you're not already, and I'll see you in the next one.